Hey Barry, how are we doing?
Well, a little bit gutted.
Yes, yes,
Challenge failed.
yeah. After what?
Day three of
Three
seven.
three days in.
Yeah, day three of seven,
Yeah,
and mainly through lack of concentration more than all of the other types of things that could have caught me out on this one.
yeah.
So, but I think it's a good time to reveal what it was and what kind of adventures that led me on.
Okay, so
Um,
what was your secret challenge?
so the name of the secret challenge on this occasion, um, it was Yes Man. And the basis behind it was having to agree and say yes to absolutely everything. During that course of time, we set a week for
Yeah,
the challenge,
we did indeed.
and it went interestingly.
So what kind of shenanigans did it lead
All
to?
kinds of shenanigans. I've jotted down some of the things that I ended up doing that I would normally not say yes to. There were indeed a few lucky escapes as well. I think the very, very, very first thing was I missed a message, and if I had got this message, I would have had to say yes to it. And I missed the message whilst I was on the bus. My usual lift was running a bit late, and so they said, "Would do you want to stay on the bus and kind of make your own way in, or not?" Um, and I didn't get a message until I'd already got off the bus. Had I not got off the bus, I wouldn't have been able to get a lift. As it was fine, and I was able to get a lift. But had I got that message, I'd have had to stay on the bus.
Yeah.
But as it was, I didn't see that particular one.
Okay.
So then I was told, and again another lucky escape I feel.
Yeah.
By somebody that, if I start to fall asleep, throw something at me. Of course,
You would have had to have done that.
I agreed to it, and had that happened, I'd have had to have done it. So that was just like kind of the first day of these kind of things.
Yeah.
Um,
Interesting.
Loads of food that I wouldn't be eating.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying not. I'm very unsuccessfully because Easter's coming in, there's a load of chocolate around, and we're winning it at quizzes and things.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to eat properly or well, or just not as kind of hungrily as I always do. And I was offered food to come out of my ears.
I bet.
During this challenge, obviously people didn't know that I was obliged to say yes. So
Yeah.
I was, want a biscuit? Yes.
Yeah. Why not?
Have another one. Take two.
Okay.
Yes. So yeah, I was overfed, no doubt of it. In fact, like later on again on the same day, he was, would anybody like one of these? Yes, I would, because I've got to say yes. So there was that kind of thing going on with it. Then the main thing on Monday I really, really, really wanted to avoid was going to a karaoke. Because just imagine it. There's so much potential for things.
So you weren't planning on going then?
Big time not. Big time. No way. But
so what happened?
I knew that there would be a danger, because often people that we know
on our messenger group,
send a message out, who's going tonight? And had I got one of those messages, I'd have had to go. As it was, I didn't get one.
Oh, so you got away with it then, did you?
No, I did not get away with it, because
okay.
on the very last kind of beatings of the lift home I had on Monday night, not home but to Newton Abbot, I got asked, karaoke tonight? Just as I was literally about to get out of the car.
So who have you got to thank for that?
That's Amber. Yeah.
Thank you, Amber.
Obviously, completely unawares.
Of course.
Unawares, but that led to some big things. So I had to say yes.
He's been cursing you all week, Amber, by the way.
Yeah. So yeah, I had to go. Right. So that was the start of the danger.
Yep. So you had to go.
So I knew that was never going to be a good thing.
No, and it wasn't.
And sure enough, yeah. So I got invited to something that I agreed to go to, that I may or may not still attend that, but that was kind of one of the minor things. I then got offered a Werther's original.
Oh, really?
Not at the best of times.
Wow.
That's okay. But to go with something you're drinking,
No, not good.
Even if it's just Coke, it's
Yeah.
not good. And I accepted and ate
Yeah.
whatever's original because I had to.
Yep. Thank you, Emma.
Oh yeah, first karaoke song.
Yep.
Ice
baby. You
Anyone
had to
who
do
knows
it.
me well enough will realise that I really don't like Vanilla Ice.
Nope.
I
You love him.
I couldn't. Oh yeah, yeah, like reggae and cricket. I could not ever envisage myself singing. And as it was,
You did all right.
I did.
Yeah. It's passable, I'd say.
That's not a good thing.
No, it's not a good thing.
But there we go. So I sang a Vanilla Ice song.
Anything else?
Yeah, there was more.
Didn't you get invited somewhere?
Wait, you're missing. Yeah, no. So I was invited somewhere, but that's this.
Is that later on? Yeah.
We're jumping guns.
Oh, we're jumping the gun.
So later on in the evening, so I talked about So later on in the evening, a song comes on.
Yes, it does. I remember it now.
Just nobody singing it on karaoke, just in the background.
Yeah.
And so I started to get fearful when the comment was, "Oh, somebody needs to do this song." And sure enough, I was right to be fearful, because the next thing was, "You should do it." And of course, I had to say yes, I will. And I wrote it down. And fortunately for me, "C'est la vie" by Bewitched did not
get
picked by the compere. Didn't want to do it.
No, because he played it.
Yeah, because he played it.
Yeah.
But yeah, had he been a bit more malicious,
I knew what was going on.
Well. Yeah. So that was just the first night. Then we like moving on through the week. It's little tiny things like I might not have done was like, oh, you have to kind of text me a result of how you got on in a quiz. I'm like, okay, I may or may not have done that. So little things, but now obviously I had to remember to do that.
Yeah.
No scratching mark. Then at work,
Yeah.
I'm asked to do a plank. Right in the middle of work. So again,
I should be all right because you've been doing them here.
Yeah. Here,
Yeah.
not in the middle of work.
In your suit.
As it was, I got the best time I've probably
Ever did.
done. But yeah, it was a bit bizarre and kind of again, I just had I had no choice.
Again, who do we have to thank for that?
Yeah, the same person.
Yeah, Amber.
Yeah. So yeah, it was quality, and there we go. And it was quite funny because the people must have been thinking that's a bit odd. It's just agreeing to do it even, but yeah. So
and then actually doing it.
Yeah. And again, the food kind of continued.
Yeah.
Because I'd brought in a little snack of noodles. And
Yeah.
You're going
to the food van?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
I wasn't planning to, but I have to now.
You got noodles, haven't you? Yes, I have. But I'm still going to the food van now, aren't I?
Yeah.
So yeah, there was a lot of that, and it continued. Obviously, we had the quiz that evening. I think ultimately, other than agreeing to go out this evening for drinks, I didn't really get too. I didn't come across too much that caused me further problems.
No.
With that.
No.
Before we go into what went wrong, just imagine people, had people known about what this challenge was, the kind of shenanigans that you
would have come up with. Yeah.
Got me for.
Yeah.
It does not bear thinking about.
No.
So certainly it had to be
I think people start to think too elaborate then, don't they?
Yeah.
And it doesn't become as interesting as the week you've had, I'd say.
Well, and also it could very quickly become something I just can't do.
Exactly.
Because,
yeah.
It just becomes,
I think that the not knowing about it happening kind of adds to the effect, I think, doesn't
and
it?
it gives people an idea now.
Yes.
So when the next one that comes out of the hat is a secret challenge, you go, that's the kind of thing. It won't be this.
No, but it'd be,
There are people that I've told about what this was prior to just filming this that have said, you've got to put that back in because you should try and do it again because you didn't pass it. And I'm thinking about that.
Yeah.
But
that's interesting.
There are many other secret challenges.
Exactly.
I'm sure people will get their kind of brains going there and thinking, I wonder what it is. I wonder how we can affect things.
Yeah.
Obviously, you knew about what the challenge was and the duration of it, so you couldn't.
And I wasn't allowed.
You weren't allowed to
partake.
Not only were you not allowed to kind of say anything, but you weren't allowed to guide other people into maybe saying something.
I couldn't persuade
things
people.
Could have been much worse. I could have been.
I couldn't lead people, could I?
My fears were like somebody asking me to kind of drink alcohol with them because I'm trying not to drink because I've got the run on
Saturday. Yeah,
and that could have even been like the night before. Someone said, "Let's go out for drinks. Let's alcoholic drink." So it could have been lots of different things. Lots of crazy things I might have had to do. And a little bit gutted, like I said, it's had to end because there might be more interesting
there could have
things.
been, yeah.
But I had to be completely honest with myself and say no. And it was literally a slip in concentration. I got to a day, Wednesday, where I was away from the place I usually work. Didn't have anything too much going on in the evening. So I kind of dropped my guard a little bit and thought, I'm safe. I don't really have to worry too much.
No.
And it was only because I wasn't thinking that without thinking, I instantly said no to something that I would on any day, at any time, anywhere would say no to. And the reason was I was offered a lift. That's what it was. And I was in my, because I was on a building site, I was in my muddy boots. And the reason I turned down the lift without thinking was because, I didn't want to get in someone's car and ruin somebody's car wearing big muddy boots. And in fact, I was offered a lift twice and both times turned it down. And eventually I was persuaded to get in anyway and ended up having a lift, which makes it perhaps even worse.
Yeah.
But kind of on reflection of it, as soon as I realised that's what I had done, I had to have a good think about it and concede that I cannot, there's no way of justifying, because what we did do was we put a little covenant in there to say not in relation to work things.
Yeah.
So because for instance, I can't give any customer anything they want.
No, exactly.
I'd very quickly find myself out of a job. So
and in trouble.
I couldn't do that side of things. So for that, I was kind of excused for work purposes, and I was at work. So on one of the two offers of lifts, I could have said, well, that was to do with work.
Yeah.
Because I was being offered a lift from somewhere where we'd been for work to somewhere else to do with work. So I could have maybe got away, if you like, with that one. But the final one was a lift home. Yeah. And it was too late. Without even realising I'd done it, I refused the lift. So that's a no. Saying no to something when you're supposed to say yes to everything.
Fails the challenge.
Was what did for me. Yeah.
Yep. Something as simple as that.
Yeah, I guess you can't absolutely pass every single challenge, but I think I certainly intend to not fail anymore.
Hell no.
It kind of is. If anything, it's made me more kind of determined. And I think it was fun. I think
it was great fun.
Get it a little bit because there are some more like.
I actually looked forward to hearing what had been going on for you during the day.
There were lots of things. Obviously, between us here, we were kind of chuckling about one or two things.
Especially Amber.
Amber will already know about this when she watches this video because we've spoken about it at work.
At work,
it was kind of laugh about it because most of the things, actually, the worst things, aside from what happened when I got to karaoke, were kind of relating to things questioning work. But there are lots of other things where people could have took advantage and obviously not knowing that they could have. Yeah. So I got away with a few things.
Yeah, definitely.
But you never know. That might go back into the hat at a much later date.
Yeah.
A much later date, because I think there are plenty more good ones to come out, which are also secret ones.
Exactly.
So you get the gist of it now. Hopefully, the people that were struggling to understand it.
Especially your mum and dad.
Yeah, I think they were quite not necessarily getting it, but
my mum got it.
It's over now. It's done. and there'll be a new draw.
Yeah.
And we'll say it on the video, but I'll also post it when the video gets posted up. That the new draw will be quite an early one. I think we're going to go, because we might be doing 2 at once or 2 around similar time. I'm going to do one 10 a.m. on Sunday morning.
Yeah.
So Sunday coming 10 a.m. We're going to do a draw, and we might then do one later
on in the day, yeah.
Depending on how that first one comes out and what it is entailing, because it might be a detail.
I think because we're having 2 come to an end this weekend is why. Yeah. Or potentially were due to be 2. Yeah.
Now one's come to an end.
Yeah. So that's kind of why we're going for 2 on Sunday.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
It
depends what the first one is. Yeah.
Very much depends what is pulled out, because something very detailed, and you might not need another one just right away.
No.
But we're going to go for an early one just in case there's 2, because we might even fit 2 in one day if that's the case. So Sunday 10 a.m. guys. Thanks for watching and keeping up to date with things as always. I thought it'd be nice to do a vlog on this one rather than a live kind of thing, just because it's also something we can then add to our YouTube page and keep that going along. Thanks for the donations. There's been another donation this week, I should mention. So thank you very much for that. Keep them coming. Any ideas? It's not too late to add new ideas to the pot. This challenge might have made you think, actually, do you know what? I think I've got an idea. And just tell me it. Because if it's already in there, it's already in there. So that's great. But if it isn't already in there, we can
let's get it in there.
And let's keep them ticking along.
Yeah.
So I think that is probably all we need to say.
Yeah.
Right now.
Anything
Thank you, everybody. And
can
I just say,
Myron?
For the very, very final, the last thing I want to say is no.
What was that? No?
No way, Jose.
No way. Thank you, Myron.